Welcome everyone! In this video, let's follow the journey of a young man as he builds a house entirely by hand, right in the heart of a dry and rocky desert. How will he overcome the harsh conditions to bring his vision to life? Stay with us until the end to witness the incredible transformation. To begin the construction process, he focused on the most important part of any structure, the foundation. In the middle of the dry, harsh desert, he chose a flat plot of land surrounded by rocks and dry soil. Into the holes he dug, he lowered thick, sturdy wooden posts, each selected for their strength and durability. These posts would serve as the core supports of the future home. To ensure they stood firm and resisted shifting due to wind or erosion, he filled the spaces around the posts with a mixture of cement, sand, and crushed stone. This meticulous and labor-intensive process was essential in such a harsh environment. Without a solid and well-anchored foundation, the house would not survive the harsh desert conditions. And he laid the foundation for a shelter that was built with strength and ingenuity. After securing the foundation pillars into the ground, he moves on to the next crucial step, ensuring uniformity. He carefully measures each wooden post, marking the exact height they need to be in order to support a level structure. With his measurements in hand, he uses a saw to cut the tops of the wooden pillars, trimming them down until all are exactly the same height. With the foundation pillars now standing evenly and securely in place, he begins the next phase of construction, building the frame for the floor. He selects long, sturdy wooden beams and starts connecting the tops of the vertical pillars, carefully aligning each beam to form a solid framework. This frame acted as the skeleton for the future floor, distributing the weight evenly across the foundation and reinforcing the entire foundation of the house. With the floor frame firmly in place, he moves on to creating the actual surface of the floor. He brings out a stack of thin, flat wooden planks that have been carefully prepared for this purpose. Starting from one edge of the frame, he begins laying the planks tightly, side by side, making sure there are no gaps between them. As he places each board, he secures it with nails, driving them deep into the beams below to hold the planks firmly in position. Gradually, the empty frame transforms into a solid wooden floor. The surface becomes smoother and more complete with each plank he installs. Once finished, the platform feels sturdy underfoot, the first livable surface of the home. After completing the wooden floor, he adds a vibrant touch by painting the foundation pillars with a bold orange color. Using a brush, he carefully coats each post, making sure the paint spreads evenly and covers every surface. With the elevated floor now complete, he turns his attention to building a staircase that connects the ground to the living space above. He selects sturdy wooden beams for the frame and carefully measures the height and angle to ensure a comfortable and safe incline. Step by step, he assembles the structure, first crafting the side supports, then attaching the individual treads one by one. Each step is securely fastened, with enough width and depth to provide solid footing. He double-checks every joint and screw to make sure the staircase can handle daily use. The bright hue not only adds character to the structure, but also helps protect the wood from weathering under the intense desert sun. In the shaded space beneath the elevated floor, he decides to make the most of the cool area by adding a thoughtful feature, a built-in bench for sitting and relaxing. Using leftover wooden planks and beams, he constructs a simple yet sturdy seating platform, carefully attaching it to the foundation post to ensure it's secure and stable. The bench is positioned to take advantage of the natural shade created by the raised house, offering a cool, comfortable spot to rest during the heat of the day. It becomes a perfect place to sit, unwind, and enjoy the gentle breeze that flows through the open desert landscape. This small addition not only brings comfort, but also shows his creativity in making every part of the structure both functional and inviting. To keep the design cohesive and visually striking, he also paints the newly added bench in the same bold orange color used for the foundation pillars. With careful, steady strokes, he applies the paint across the entire surface of the bench, from the seat to the supporting frame, ensuring a smooth and even coat. To make the bench more comfortable and functional, he added a backrest by fixing horizontal wooden planks around the base of the foundation post near the seating area. These were carefully measured and trimmed, then fastened to the vertical post to create a sturdy and supportive backrest. With the foundation and floor completed, he began the next important stage of construction, building the walls. He chose to build the first section of the wall separately on the ground for accuracy and ease of assembly. Once the frame was secure, he covered it with neatly cut wooden planks that were closely spaced to create a smooth, sturdy surface. Once the wall was fully assembled, he lifted it up with steady hands, placed it along the edge of the floor, and secured it securely. From the initial standing wall, he continues building the structure by assembling additional wall frames, one by one, to enclose the space. He connects the corners, fastening the beams tightly together to form a continuous, unified structure. As the frames lock into place, the skeletal outline of the house begins to take shape, giving a clear sense of its size and layout. He continues the wall construction by carefully attaching wooden planks onto the newly erected frames. These aren't just ordinary boards. Each one has a subtle outward curve on its surface, giving the exterior walls a unique and eye-catching texture. One by one, he places the planks across the frames, ensuring they fit tightly together and follow the vertical lines of the structure. As he nails them into place, the gentle curve of the wood begins to create a soft, rippling effect along the surface of the walls. This small design choice adds depth and character, breaking the flatness and giving the house a handcrafted, artistic touch. As he continues cladding the walls with curved wooden planks, he works with precision and foresight, carefully leaving designated gaps in the structure, spaces thoughtfully reserved for the house's windows and main door. These openings are strategically placed to allow natural light to flow into the interior and to provide ventilation in the arid desert climate. The walls grow taller and more defined, wrapping the interior space in warm tones and natural patterns. In the vast, dry stillness of the desert, the softly contoured wood stands out, both as a functional element and as a quiet expression of his care and creativity. For the side walls of the house, he paid special attention to building window frames so that the window panels could be installed later. After fixing the frames, he carefully installed glass windows into each pane. The windows were held in place with thin wooden frames, creating simple but elegant window shutters that could be opened and closed when needed. For the roof, he designs a simple yet effective structure with two sloping sides, creating a classic pitched roof shape. This design allows rainwater, dust, and debris to slide off easily, an important feature even in the dry desert environment, where occasional storms can bring sudden downpours. Once the sloping roof frame is complete, he begins the process of covering it with wooden planks. Each plank is measured and cut precisely to follow the slope of the roof, and he nails them securely into the frame to withstand wind and weather. As the wooden planks gradually cover both sides of the pitched roof, the house takes on its complete form, solid, weather-resistant, and beautifully crafted. To ensure the roof is fully weatherproof and durable, he adds a final protective layer by covering the wooden planks with asphalt roofing sheets. He chooses green-colored sheets with a subtle wavy pattern, which not only provide a waterproof barrier, but also add a distinctive visual touch to the house. To give the house a clean and refined finish, he adds trim along the edges of the roof and the corners of the walls. These trim pieces not only hide any rough joints, but also help secure the roofing material in place, preventing it from lifting in strong winds. He then moves on to the walls, attaching vertical trim boards to the outer corners of the house. These corner trims reinforce the structure while giving the exterior a sharp, defined outline. This final touch of detail ties everything together, creating a sense of completeness. To make the elevated floor safer and more visually complete, he adds a wooden railing that runs around the edge of the platform. Instead of building it all at once, he constructs each section of the railing separately. Each piece is made from strong wooden beams, carefully measured and cut to form rectangular frames with evenly spaced vertical balusters. After completing the individual railing sections, he lifts them one by one and positions them along the edge of the floor. He secures each section firmly to the base using bolts and nails, making sure they are level, stable, and well aligned with one another. The result is a sturdy, continuous barrier that outlines the perimeter of the house. This wooden railing not only ensures safety, especially on the elevated parts of the floor, but also adds to the house's charm and sense of craftsmanship. Framed against the wide-open desert backdrop, the railing gives the structure a finished, welcoming look, like a porch waiting to be lived in. To complete the staircase and enhance both safety and comfort, he added a wooden handrail along one side of the stairs. Using solid, smooth beams, he created a sturdy railing that follows the slope of the steps. He moves on to work on the main entrance, starting with the door frame. First, he gives the wooden frame a fresh coat of paint, carefully brushing on a smooth, even layer that not only enhances its appearance, but also helps protect the wood from the harsh desert elements. Once the paint dries, he positions the frame into the opening he had previously prepared in the wall. He took the door outside to be repainted orange. A sturdy handcrafted piece painted in a deep, vibrant orange. The bold color creates a striking contrast against the natural wood walls and draws attention to the heart of the home. To complete the finishing touches on the front wall, he carefully frames the window by adding wooden trim around its edges, both inside and outside. These trim pieces not only define the shape of the window, but also reinforce its structure, helping to seal any small gaps and protect the wall from dust and wind. Every corner is aligned with care, and each nail is driven precisely, showing his dedication to craftsmanship. To further refine the appearance of the house, he decides to repaint the window frame, giving it a fresh new look with a deep brown color. Using a steady hand and a fine brush, he carefully applies the paint to the entire frame, making sure every edge and surface evenly coated. Moving on to the large front window, he begins the installation of the glass pane. Carefully lifting the sheet of clear glass, he positions it into the deep brown wooden frame he had previously painted and trimmed. Once the glass is in place, he takes a bottle of glass cleaner and a soft cloth to give it a thorough cleaning. With smooth, circular motions, he wipes away dust, fingerprints, and smudges until the surface becomes crystal clear. As the sunlight shines through the spotless glass, the interior of the house is filled with natural light, making the space feel open and welcoming. To give the base of the house a more polished and finished appearance, he turns his attention to the outer edge of the elevated floor. Using wall cladding planks, he carefully covers the exposed sides of the platform with neatly aligned wooden boards. Each plank is measured and cut to match the height of the floor's edge, then securely nailed into place along the perimeter. Just outside the front door, he added a charming and practical touch, a wooden awning frame to form a small front porch. Using thick, sturdy beams, he created a frame that extends out from the wall, supported by cross braces and uprights anchored to the edge of the floor. It provides a sheltered space that protects the entrance from direct sunlight and occasional rain, while also adding depth and character to the front facade of the house. With the awning frame complete and the entrance fully prepared, he moves on to install the main door. To complete the extended awning above the entrance, he finishes it off by covering the roof with the same type of green asphalt sheets used on the main roof. This ensures consistency in both function and appearance, tying the entire structure together. Each sheet is securely fastened to withstand wind and weather, and he takes extra care around the edges to make sure no water can seep through. Once complete, the awning not only provides reliable shade and protection for the entrance, but it also adds a distinct architectural accent, a small yet meaningful feature that enhances both the comfort and charm of the desert home. To bring a finished and cohesive look to the base of the house, he gives the outer trim of the elevated floor a fresh coat of dark brown paint. Using a wide brush, he carefully applies the paint along the wooden cladding that surrounds the edge of the floor, making sure to cover every surface evenly and neatly. Below the edge of each front porch support, he added decorative diagonal braces plates installed at an angle between the posts and the overhead frame. These braces not only add structural stability to the porch, but also serve as a subtle design detail, adding depth and artistry to the facade. With the structure complete, he turns his attention to lighting. He runs electrical wiring from a generator, carefully concealing the wires along the beams. Once the wiring is in place, he installs outdoor lights beneath the awning, positioned to softly illuminate the entrance at night. And just like that, the house is complete. It's more than just a shelter. It's a testament to craftsmanship and determination. A place born from the silence of the desert, now standing proud and full of life. Thank you for accompanying him on this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.